This is for all the fakes and posers. The robots and reptiles. The so-called teachers that just want you to conform. Me again. Can't talk for long, got people waiting.
I found it. It's Withers Block.
Sit back. Enjoy the show.
This is Judgment Day.
It's not here.
Karen! Karen! Get up.
What was that?
Stay in your room.
Cheeky bugger.
It's Jack. What the hell do you think you're playing at?
Forgot my key.
Idiot.
How many beers have you had? Is this where our money's going? Funny you going out on the lash.
Sorry.
Just don't think, do you? Your dad's on late.
I'll never drop back off to sleep now.
You're a drunken lout.
Want some kebab?
Did you take these out of the box?
Young man, turn that box in here. It's too early for school. That's what my mum says.
Where is Karen? This is chaos.
She says she'd be late.
There's nothing in the diary. Patsy's gone AWOL too. Hi.
Hello, Lily. Is it? Okay, right, I'm on my way. I mean, Jack and his shenanigans. That's right, you stay there, don't you trouble yourself. You kept me awake half the night with your scratching and your fidgeting.
You could have set the alarm.
Well, I don't do I know we're on late. Oh, I can't stand these shifts. You know, they're crashing about at 5 o'clock in the morning, or snoring your head off when I'm trying to get up.
It's the job.
Well, why don't you do something about it? I bet that the inspector, what's his name's wife, gets a decent night's sleep.
That woman.
I'm just saying, it's one of the benefits. More control, better hours.
More responsibility.
You got more experience than that jumped up Suresh bloke. Have a word with him.
Oh, you're not wrong there.
Go on, promise me, I'll speak to him.
Tutorials tomorrow. Ellie, I really need that essay.
Oh, by 9 AM, I swear.
Ellie, wait up.
Oh, sorry, Lewis, I said I'd meet someone.
Okay.
But I'll catch you later, though, yeah?
Yeah, later.
Lewis? Lewis?
Yes?
Your story. I haven't marked it yet. I wanted to talk to you about it first. I was hoping for something different, but this is pretty much the same as all your other assignments. The style, the tone, the subject matter. It's that violence, again. Your characters always die, and the descriptions... the manner of it is so...
realistic.
Brutal.
But that's how it is.
But there's no emotion. It's not a metaphor or a satire. There's no social comment.
That's not what it's about.
Well then, I don't know what you're trying to achieve.
Right.
What I'm trying to say is, Where does it all come from? I mean, why do you keep exploring all these very dark themes? Is there something that you'd like to share?
Like what?
Anything. Because the first few months at uni, they can be really hard.
It's just a story.
Okay. I'm worried about you.
Do you want to read something else? My own stuff? I'm writing a book, a novel. An autobiographical novel.
Oh, wow.
You said you were interested.
I am. I'd really like to know what makes you tick.
Okay, then.
Okay, email me.
I'll print it off.
Finally.
I was at a student welfare committee. I saw Karen on Friday.
Aaron's not here.
Those months of dishwasher coffee have finally paid off. Tickets for the Founders' Ball.
Oh, wow.
Direct from the Chancellor. Now, there are 4 places left at his table. Julia's not here. Jimmy's...
His sisters?
Oh, have you heard from him?
Yeah, he's doing fine.
Good. In that case, you can take Lily.
Oh, good. It's on Thursday. Got my mate's hen night.
You can count me out. I had 8 years of medics balls, which I have no wish to revisit.
Oh, there's fire eaters, jugglers, and a glam rock band.
I think you found your date.
Cherry, if you would do me the honour.
Ooh.
Oh, what's happening here?
I'm going to the social event of the year.
Sorry, old chap. Limited tickets.
Amy, what do you want? I only just got here.
Sorry, but this random bloke's just rung somebody's dad.
What did he want?
I don't know. I gave him your mobile number.
Thanks. Why aren't you at school?
I've got 3 periods all morning. My art deadline, remember?
Are you making a mess?
No.
Well, why can't you paint a nice vase or a ballerina or something?
Sorry, Mum, you're breaking up.
Hey,
Okay.
did you get back okay last night?
Let me check. Yeah, I guess so.
Good. That's good.
I only had to walk from the bar.
Yeah, but there are some nasty characters.
Is that right?
There's that old law professor who only comes out at night, driven mad by his thirst for virgin blood.
Well, he'll have his work cut out looking round here.
So, you know, next time, if you need a bit of protection.
Okay. But if you want me home, then who's going to look after you?
Well, I guess you'd have to let me stay.
Lunch? I don't think so, Mr. Cutler. Jerry. Well, I've just made a sandwich, but you're very welcome to come here. I could do your coffee. Okay. Lovely. 2:15. Bye-bye.
Was he, hitting on you?
Don't be daft. It's Jack's friend's dad. He wants to ask me a favour.
Ooh, what?
Well, he wouldn't say he wants to ask me in person.
Ooh.
Wait, stop! He sounded like a very nice man. He lives in one of those big new houses up on the heath. Dread to think what Jack said about us.
You haven't done anything.
Oh, thank you.
You've had a whole holiday to think.
Lewis was here.
Yeah, well, I want to see some progress by the time I get back.
Dear Daddy, this week I got an A in my maths test. I didn't get into the cricket team like I said I wouldn't. But I made apple pie in cooking and Matron said mine was the best. Love, Lewis. Just 8 years old, and he was already on the scrap heap. Lester was glad as he watched his father drive off. A betrayer, deserter, adulterer, and cheat.
Thanks for sparing the time. I know you're busy.
Oh, no, I'm on my lunch.
How's Jack finding uni?
I think he's burning the midnight oil a bit too much.
He's into his work, though. That's great. This little bit rubs off on Lewis. He's been talking about Jack a lot.
Really?
Yeah, they seem to be pretty good mates.
Jack never tells me anything.
That's boys for you.
Oh. But it's nice being local. I mean, I know it has its drawbacks, but at least if they're under your roof, you know they're safe.
Lewis is in Halls.
Oh.
I'm away a lot. I've got a property business. Nothing gets done unless I'm cracking the whip.
Oh.
It's why I phoned you. Lewis's halls of residence are refurbishing in April. They're checking everyone out.
The Easter holidays?
Yeah, but I won't be there. I've got a big contract abroad.
Shame.
And my wife's coming with me. That's not Lewis's mum. She passed away.
Sorry.
So, what I was going to ask was if Lewis could stay with you.
Oh.
I don't want him on his own for a month. And I thought with him and Jack, well, I'd pay for his bed and board, of course.
Don't be silly.
No, I'd want it as a proper arrangement. I don't want you out of pocket.
Does, Lewis want to come?
He doesn't know I've asked you yet. He doesn't get on with his stepmom. He was young, it was difficult. I think a woman's influence would be really good for him.
Well.
Yeah?
I found this in the garage. I saw your letters from school. See?
So?
I thought you'd want them.
Why?
Forget them, shouldn't have bothered. Mum's gone to the spa for a week because of the stress of Christmas. Me and Dad are going to visit her, and we're going out for a meal.
Send her my love.
It's your fault she's there.
I didn't ask her to put all that effort in, did I?
She says you do it on purpose.
Roll on Easter.
You're not coming.
Yes, I am.
He's promised Mum. He's going to get you to stay at your friend Jack's.
Yeah, it's a kind of dermatitis or eczema. When did the inflammation start?
A few weeks ago. It always happens when I'm stressed.
Oh, so you've had this before then?
Yeah, about a year ago. I was doing my masters. Things got a bit intense.
I see.
I just need some steroid cream.
Okay. Well, if you apply a thin layer twice a day, and if it doesn't improve in a week, then come back and see me.
Thanks.
There you go.
Say there was a student that needed help.
Sorry.
In one of my classes. I think he needs counselling.
Right. Well, there's the student counselling service.
But what if you won't admit that there's anything wrong, if you won't go?
Well, there's nothing unusual in that. Counselling requires a real commitment to change. Sometimes patients think about it for years before they take the first step.
Yeah, I don't think he's got years. No, he's really disturbed.
But what exactly...
Well, he's been writing me these stories since the beginning of term. And the only thing that ever happens is death and destruction. Like people being tortured in the most disgusting ways.
Well, there is literature like that, isn't there? I mean, not that I read it,
Well,
but...
I've tried to talk to my head of faculty about it, but he thinks I'm overreacting. That a vivid imagination is good.
Well, maybe he's right.
So you think I'm overreacting too?
Well, no. I can't say, but pressing the student to have counselling isn't the answer. It has to be a voluntary contract. That's why it works. But if he asks for help, well, then you know where to send him. I don't want Lewis staying. What are you talking about?
But he's a mate.
Exactly, so I'm not going to inflict our house on him.
What? What?
You and your inquisitions, him being weird.
Don't be ridiculous.
Why's his dad asked you anyway? Their place is massive. I bet he's got his own bathroom and TV.
Are you ashamed of us?
No.
I mean, if he's a mate, he's not going to be counting how many bathrooms you've got.
Mum, it's not happening. Forget it. It's bad enough that I have to live here without you getting involved all the time.
Well, I've sort of promised his dad.
What?
I thought you'd be pleased.
All right.
Yeah, man. Listen, I've just spoken to my mum.
Has my dad been to see her?
Yeah.
Your mum's going to put up with me for a whole month.
Well, the thing is, she's kind of changed her mind. She forgot about my sister and all her art coursework, and my dad's on nights.
Yeah, I get it. No problem.
Honestly, mate, you'd hate it. If I could live anywhere else, I'd be gone like a shot.
Yeah.
And I thought you went to your dad's anyway.
I think he's away or something.
Oh, even better. Parties every night, no parentals. I can come and spend the holidays with you.
Yeah.
So we're cool? You're not going to be homeless?
Nah, of course not. We can walk over there now if you like. Everyone's out. Fridge full of beers.
Cool. I'll go and get Ellie.
Jack not in?
He's up at the uni.
Liquid lecture, no doubt. Don't know where they find the time to actually do any work. Thanks for tea, Karen. I'm just popped up to the little boy's room.
He's refusing to have this Lewis to stay.
Well, I'm with him. We don't want another one wandering around in boxes.
He was a friend of Jack's.
So how come we've never met him then?
Well, that's just the point. He never hardly invites any of his mates round anymore.
He's not 5. You can't meddle in his social life.
I'm not. His dad came to me.
Oh, Karen, what is wrong with you? Haven't we got enough on with Jack and him without taking on somebody else's kid?
This it?
Yep.
It's massive. What did your dad do, Lewis?
He used to be in the army when I was a kid. Now he runs a property business.
How many bathrooms you got?
Can we just go in? I'm freezing.
Wait there.
Where are you going?
Forgot my key.
You don't have to stay long.
No, I want to see inside.
You said you had an essay to do?
It's already 2 weeks late.
Okay.
Oh, Jack, what's the matter? You're the one that wanted to come.
Right. Who wants a beer? Lester could feel the storm coming. The rotting smell of the air as the dead things were carried on the wind. The darkening light of the classroom as the rain began to lash the windows. The faces of the children blurred into one, their pencils scratching across the blankness of their minds. Lester knew he was different, special, that his trials had been given to him for a purpose. Some people are born to stand apart from the crowd, prophets in the cesspit of human weakness and greed. Lester's gift was the strength that comes from being truly alone. Oh, come on. I've got to show you something.
It's not a dead body, is it?
No. But I've got my mum's ashes somewhere.
Oh, man.
I haven't really. They're scattered.
Your face. Shut up!
He carefully erased his mother's face from his mind. Her love became a distant memory, crushed under the wheels of the lorry that snuffed out her useless life. girl tortured Lester with her indifference. The smile that was never meant for him.
Here it is.
It's a gun.
It's an SA-80. My dad used this in Kosovo. Want to look?
No, you're alright.
It's not loaded.
I'm not scared. I'm just not into guns.
A gun is just a gun, just a piece of equipment.
Exactly. It's what you do with it. My dad says a gun just gives the nutters more power.
Yeah. Your average person shouldn't be seen a mile of these. They can't handle responsibility.
Exactly. It's just what I'm saying.
Just gotta know what you're fighting for.
Brian?
Jack, what are you doing? We're attending a break-in.
This is Lewis's house. He lives here.
It's all right, Sarge. It's only your Jack. What the hell's going on?
Nothing.
You do know that this place is wired up like Fort bloody Knox.
You didn't turn off the alarm?
No. 7244 to control. Yeah, it was a false call out, so if you'll call the alarm company, please. You come in now, sir. I take it this is your son?
Yes.
I just invited some friends round.
How did you get in?
The window.
You jemmied my window like a bloody little thief.
It was open.
The thing is, son, this will be listed as a false alarm now, so it could affect your response time in the future.
Sorry.
However you enter the house, you have to deactivate the system. You do know your alarm code, I suppose?
Surely he knows the alarm code.
He doesn't. We've changed it.
He hasn't got a key.
All right, Ned.
Your son doesn't have a key to his own house?
He lives in halls of residence. He doesn't need one.
But this is still his permanent address?
Yeah. And he should tell me when he's coming. That's reasonable, isn't it? Especially if he's going to nick my whiskey.
Some folks might think you're lucky he visits you at all.
His mum, she wants to know where we are.
We're late for dinner. We'll talk about this, but not now.
Come on then, Jack. And you, love. Are you staying or are you going?
Going. I'll take him back to halls.
I'll do that for you, sir. Save you the hassle.
Right, if you'd like to check your doors and windows and reset your alarm, sir.
Ned.
Cheers, Dad. Sorry.
Your dad's well harsh.
So, this is Lewis.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, why don't you come back 2 hours for your tea?
No. Thanks. It's okay.
Come on, it's no bother.
Dad.
I'll tell you what, I'll phone Karen. See if we can sort something out.
Oh, I thought there were 3 of you.
Took Ellie to uni, essay to do. This is Lewis.
Hello, Mrs. Hollins.
Hello, love. Come on in, tea's nearly ready.
Go on, Jack, take him through to the kitchen.
You are a great big softy, you know that?
Locked out of his own house. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, poor kid. Well, let's have him to stay tonight and then see how it goes from there.
These people have got more money than sense. They have kids and then they spend a fortune not to have them around. Bloke needs shooting.
What's that?
My art coursework.
It's called Trigger King.
Like the game?
It's a satirical statement about boys and their egos.
That's Imran Siddiqui.
Yeah.
He was shot by his 10-year-old brother.
They're all victims of gun crime.
And that's Donald Espy. He was killed in a drugs gang war. Ryan Hutchins, drive-by. Amir White, playing with his dad's shotgun. And that's that kid from the Wirral. The bullet took his head right off.
Ah, you met Harry, Yeah, she's the creative one. Have you told him about your artwork?
She just did.
I think you've made quite an impression. Imi, why don't you lay the table with Lewis?
He's staying.
Yes, he is, if that's all right with you.
Thanks for letting me sleep over.
Oh, you are very welcome to stay wherever you want.
Then we started talking about this student that she's worried about.
Simon, if you chew the fat with every busybody who comes through that door...
No, she was genuinely concerned.
I can't get it off.
Oh, yeah, that ring.
You've seen it.
I gave it to Ellie.
You what? There's a name for girls like that.
Jessica Fletcher has more than just bright